Welcome to the First Canada STEMathon Girls and Allies 2020 closing ceremony. We are here. It has been 24 hours. We know you're exhausted, but this is the good time. This is what it's all about. We're going to find out who won these awards. Please welcome back my co-host, Mahak D from the First Canada Youth Council. So, Mahak, you've done hackathons before. You're the expert at that. This is your first STEMathon. What do you think of all this?
I think after 24 hours of observing everyone's amazing solutions and how they've collaborated with one another, it was honestly incredible. And I hope all the participants enjoyed it as much as I did. I know the games that have been going on for the past few hours, including yoga with Annika and the Kahoot, and the scavenger hunt were a success. I love seeing everyone's, especially the pineapple, shout out to you, that was amazing. It's honestly incredible. And I love how everyone's been collaborating with one another. There was so much teamwork going on, which I love to see.
It's been amazing. Like if you think about this, like it was so cool looking, and we're gonna play all the infographics for everyone later, but just to see the whole how professional they looked. I thought I was seeing professional product sell sheets, and this was just so well done. Or even like I was confusing them with the sample infographics that Mahak and I had looked at when we were working on this. It was so amazing. And then some of the solutions, what we saw apps, we saw hardware-based solutions, we saw curriculum. Just the teams did so much. And I loved watching Slack light up like a Christmas tree. Everyone was talking. The mentors were really into it. In the mentor chat, we were just talking about how we missed this. This is what, we wanted to be doing in March and April. And it's so cool that we were able to connect virtually. And like, this felt like real, true connection. Sure, we're not right here with each other, but it felt that same sort of bond, the bond between mentors and students, the bond between student and student, mentors and mentors. It just, I don't know, it felt like I was back with my family again. And
I'm so happy that we even had students from like places farther away from Ontario, for example, BC, that wouldn't have been able to connect with us if this event was in person. So it's been a learning experience doing this event online, but I definitely think there are perks. And it's amazing to connect with so many different individuals in different areas, which is awesome.
Yes, and we saw problem solving exhibited, the creativity of some of these solutions, just this wide array. But one thing that was really impressive to me is all the solutions displayed empathy. And I think it's really important to consider that we should always be thinking about others. And teams weren't just trying to design solutions that like, oh, this would be useful for me. They were thinking about what would be useful for others, but they were also thinking about what would be useful, not just for others, but for all, making sure that their product it wasn't good enough to say, oh yeah, 80% of the people can handle this. And if 20% can't use this product, that's fine. There was no more of that thinking. It was about how can we make sure everyone can access that? And that's such an important principle that we need to take. This was actually changing education. And these are solutions that could go forward and turn into something really, really big. So it's been amazing to see all of this. Mahak, what else have you learned?
I think one of my biggest takeaways from this event was that everyone has different perspectives. So whether you formed your group on your own, or if you were the only person from your team and were assigned to a group, you all were able to learn something from one another, whether it be some challenges that they faced in their school, some things that they want to see improved, what their perspective is on education and the future of education. And definitely, I think hopping onto some calls and like looking at everyone's Slack channels, I was able to learn so much and a lot more than I have experienced. And I was able to understand, I think I want to go back to your empathy point, because a lot of teams did an excellent job bringing the first strategic principles into their solution, and how considerate they were of that. And there were so many solutions that were accessible to everyone. And I think that goes back to, I only know my struggles as a student, but learning from this, I know what other struggles students face and how I can help solve them. So I think I learned so much, especially about like different perspectives and bridging that, and things that I can go back into my school and help other students with.
It was really special. And so we're going to get to the awards and all that stuff coming up, but we still have some prizes to hang out. So I want to bring back Swaggy P, who's going to help us announce the winners of the swag trivia from throughout the weekend. Hey, how are you doing, Swaggy P?
I'm very good. I had lots of sleep last night.
Oh, well, someone did. And we also have a very special guest here. We have the voice of First Canada, the game announcer you'll see at provincials and many other events. James Spencer is here to join in on the fun. Hey, James. There he is.
Great to be
buddy.
here. I've been around most of the weekend with Team 15. It was great to be a part of, great to see all the ideas. A couple teams even brought me in to check out their presentations or hear their pitches. So that was great to be a part of. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, and now, did you enter any of the trivia contests, James? Are you eligible for any of this first swag?
I have so much first swag already. I thought I would just leave it to the other people because, like, this is not scripted, but I have this lovely basketball hoop garbage can, and I've just been trying to get, like, I've run out of room in my dresser, and it just has all of my, like, volunteer shirts just starting to, like, build up in it. And I just don't know where to put them because, like, you can't donate clothes right now because of the pandemic. And I figure I'd let someone else get the swag this time.
You could maybe make them into face masks, like just a suggestion.
That's true. I sport one of those right now, Swaggy P.
Well, so there you go. It's all in the basketball hoop right there. So, Paul, tell us who our winners are.
Well, Karthik, over the 2 days, we asked about 9 questions from some of the presentations that we had, and we do have some winners. So we have, starting from the very first day, Shivangi.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Is that like some kind of musical quote?
That is Drake, Canadian.
Oh, you can play that song on your recorder, I'm sure.
Your team, former 4001, had a video based on one of Drake's songs. I thought you were a big fan.
Well, you know, what's funny about that is I started promoting that after they did it. And what I found out was when I emailed one of my former students who's in New York City, she said, why are you sending me this? And I said, well, I thought you'd be interested. She says, I was the choreographer on the original Drake video. So that was kind of interesting. I hadn't known until that point, but yeah, that was actually quite a lot of fun from 4001 with some of those videos.
All right, let's find.
But we had no recorders. That's the whole song?
Well, no, it's like the.
What a talent.
Yeah, I know. Okay, all right, let's do this. I'll put the recorder away for now.
Okay, so our winners again are Shivangi 101, and these are Twitch names, or some kind of social media names, I suppose.
They're
Michelle
Twitch names. That's what we're broadcasting.
Okay,
Twitch, yeah.
Twitch names. Thank you. Michelle Big Z, Altitudenem Big Z. Too many letters in there for an old person. And oh, here we are. So we have Miss MJ Rocks was another winner. Baker 2005, Just JS, Emily J Wills, random username 923. That's very original. And Colton 1305, and that's about the only one I would really know because that's Colton from Team 1305, I assume, unless someone stole that on him. So
it could be, Colton, who was born on May 13th.
I guess.
Yeah, you see that? All
Yeah.
right, congratulations to our winners.
And as you can see at the bottom, there's information about who to contact to get further details about getting your prizes.
And Paul, what are you offering up this time?
Well, usually I have a vast array of stuff here at home, but I sent it all off to Dave Ellis and Annika Pint when they were doing the 30 days of FLL Build It. So they have some of that. So we'll arrange to get that. But we have all of the first swag. So we have, I was thinking it would be nice to have the prizes be the swag that the Girls in STEM Council decided on last year at the STEM weekend. Socks, which were a big seller. Shoelaces, which I only got the day before the event got canceled. We have brand new gray hats, which I also got delivered right to Ryerson the day everything got canceled. But we have blankets from our friend Lisa Ramraj, and of course we have our Moleskine notebooks. I can't believe how much I paid for these, but anyways, things like that. And we have other things that that might be interesting for people to have. But
that is
no
some great stuff.
recorders.
A lot of cool first swag. So James, if you could have any one piece of first swag that you don't already have, what would it be?
Is this a real question or a just bother Swaggy P question? Because I can go with the chip clips all day.
There we go, chip clips all day. That's right. That's a real question. That's a real answer right now.
I've run out actually, because like we're at home so much more often now. Like all my little clips are gone on all the bags. So if I had some first chip clips, it'd really come in handy right now.
What about you, Mahak? What piece of first swag would you want other than first chip clips?
I was gonna say chip clips before James said it. So honestly, I think hair ties. I lose so many hair ties, so having first hair ties would be amazing. And that way I can differentiate from my hair ties and my sister's hair ties. Karthik, I know you need some, so I'll send over however many you need. Let me know.
Swaggy P and I will buy all the hair ties, right, buddy?
Yeah, well, we actually, Team 4001, we did have hair ties. So the school had brown and orange kilts at one point, and some of that was cut off, and we actually did have team hair ties. And
my favorite piece of first swag is my nice quarter zip here.
Yes.
Very comfortable, very sleek. It's a nice slim fit, very fashionable. So I recommend that you get those when the swag table opens up again. It's a lot of good stuff. So we had like a really, really fun weekend, and it was like this cool atmosphere of innovation and everyone getting along. So like, what was your funniest moment of the weekend? James, do you have one?
I don't know if I'll call it necessarily funniest, but like it was actually, kind of funny for me when my team, we were doing our practice run, and it was just like a few minutes, I guess more like 15 minutes before the Zoom presentation. And then they were trying to share their screen, and we had a little background noise, and it was like a whole slew of like everything that could go wrong was kind of going wrong. And then when they hit the Zoom call, everything like, it was like, good thing we got that practice run out of the way, because everything went flawless in the actual presentation. So it went from like this could be not the best experience to, wow, you guys just blew it away. So it was kind of like funny to see what it was and then what it became.
The journey that these teams have made, I think, sometimes you saw like some of the initial brainstorming items. There's no bad ideas in brainstorming, but like some of them were just like, whoa. And then you see them like this amazing final product that they could probably sell to a VC right now is a lot to handle. Mahak, what was like your funniest moment?
Okay, so I think I have two. So one of them is myself and a few other youth council members would ask teams if they need help, or if they're like on a call right now, we can drop by and maybe just get some tips. And I think this is team 8, and they're our friends. So me and Amira asked them, we're like on like Slack, we're like, hey, do you need any help? And no one responded. And I think their mentor, Koshal, he replied to us and said that you can join their, he like just hopped off their Google Meet, so you can join their Google Meet. So me and Amira joined their Google Meet, and we're waiting there. It's been like 5 minutes, it's been like 10 minutes. And then we're like, oh, like why aren't they letting us in? So then I text one of my friends on the team, and then she's like, oh, we were just deciding who's going to tell you that we got off the call. So then, unfortunately, we weren't able to help them, but I think they did really well. Otherwise, I saw all their content after, and they had a great solution. And my second one is, okay. So this is today. So as I think Namira and Emily and myself, we were all on a call and just getting ready for the scavenger hunt. And we had a few minutes to spare. I think it was like 5 or 10 minutes. And then out of nowhere, we're like, oh, Amira's like, oh, do you know this TikTok dance? And I'm like, no. So we like taught each other TikTok dances, and now we're TikTok dance experts.
Which dance was it?
Oh no, I don't know the name.
Oh, do you know the song?
No, I don't. Wait, Namira, 1 second.
Feel comfortable demonstrating the dance?
That's a
We
good
did
idea.
Renegade.
Okay, let's see it. Renegade, come on.
Actually, I'm confident in my TikTok skills. I will show everyone.
Here we go. Mahak D, TikTok to Renegade.
This is how Renegade goes. So you go whoa, and then you clap, and then you wave, and then you wait, and then Renegade. Now forward, side, side. Forward, forward, dab. Woo! Ha, ha. Renegade, Renegade, Renegade. Thank you.
I could
Wow,
see
that
that
was
playing
really
on the
good.
recorder.
that was
Inspired
really
from
good.
TikTok.
Hey, everyone, follow Mahak on TikTok right now. So she'll go viral right here. Maybe we'll have a youth council TikTok right there. I see that Lauren Cox from Team 1 was dancing along there. I know she's a TikTok star as well. So let's get some. James, are you on TikTok?
I'm not. I've avoided it up until now, mostly because of all of your comments of how addicting it is and how you just spend too much time on it.
It is really, it is a lot. PK, Swaggy P, are you on TikTok?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I've
I
only
like
got
the
so much time, Karthik, so much time.
bippity boppity boo. We could do one of those where it's like people in like their normal clothes and the bippity boppity boo into like their team shirts or something like that. Like there's all
That'd be
sorts of
so
stuff.
That's
cool.
brilliant. You're
Paul,
an
you should
idea
do that
man,
to sell
Karthik.
swag. Do that and then sell swag, and then you can just wear all the new swag. That can be our new promotion for First Canada.
Absolutely, Paul. on
I'm
TikTok.
digging it. If there's any way to get people to the swag booth, it's Swaggy P jamming out with the swag on.
100%.
I will say this, that some of you know, one of our judges who's going to be coming on in just a bit, Dubshan Rajagulasingam, he's a head referee at some of our FRC events, and him and I always do like a traditional handshake. It's like a kind of like a big thing. We make a big deal of it. This year we were going to do a TikTok style handshake where we were going to do the one that what's her name, Charlie D'Amelio did with Jimmy Fallon, where they
Oh, na na na. Oh, na.
oh na na na, I na 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 na, and we were gonna do that whole thing. We were gonna do it big. So next year, that's coming right there, and so that'll be all about it. Take FRC TikTok, but we got to find what's new because like the thing is what's current in TikTok. Like after a week, it's like gone, and it just like disappears right there. So everyone start brainstorming your ideas for. Everyone's like, "What's Karthik's TikTok?" I don't actually make TikTok. I just watch or whatever. But I'm not even starting this. But it's a good thing. Yeah. Brian Lowndes is like, Karthik and T do TikTok. Oh no, it's gonna be amazing. James, we could do a couple too for sure.
Oh man, I could only imagine what our TikToks would look like.
Or there's the one where like it's the two people like they're doing like push-ups together and they hop over each other and they do the flip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely
so
do that
ours
one.
would be us doing push-ups and then one of us landing on top of the other one.
Hopefully me landing on top of you. Handshakes in the Hamptons. Yeah, Libby and I were going to do handshakes in the Hamptons at Champs for First TV this year. See, this is like the thing. This is what happens. You know, we're here. It's a STEMathon. I was really hoping someone was going to do their presentation as a TikTok. That's what I was hoping for. Swag.
Geez, I felt old before it. I felt old before this, but
no. But like, are you
now I'm feeling ancient?
Are you curious?
No.
No, not at all. Like
not even the slightest.
Not even a little bit.
No.
Well, Namira from the Youth Council wants to know what you have to do to get Swaggy P to do a TikTok.
I don't think there's anything you could do.
Oh man.
There's nothing. I think Annika and Dave Ellis, they could do a good TikTok.
I think
they're a talent. Both of them.
I think Mark Brenner could really dance. I'm pretty sure about that. Kim and Artie. Oh, absolutely.
Best duo ever.
Yeah. That's the power couple right there. It's like boom, amazing.
Lawrence and Artie would be something. I think they're going to go on the Amazing Race Canada. Lawrence and Artie.
All right. Do we have the scavenger hunt winners? Is that a thing? Do we have that? Because like we should just like hand out some more swag right here. Oh, here it is.
I think we do.
There we do. Congratulations for the most items. Michelle D from Team 19, 39 items. Wow, 78% of the list. Caitlin C from Team number 6. We got Aries from team 4.
So
Team
close.
4 or 5, 36 items, and Victoria A with 36 items. And then for the favorite items, Rudy from team 21, the team hat, Kaylee B from team 1 with the pineapple. The pineapple got recognized. I'm not even sure what was happening with the pineapple, but I just saw like a bunch of chats, pineapple. So that was great. Linda W from team 14 with the metal spoon. Aditi from team 9, an elephant? Who just keeps an elephant in their house? That's got to be a stuffed elephant or something. Like, no, okay. Colton C, team 7 with a chip clip.
You gotta
I
give
think he
people what they
wants
want.
something else, so we should just cross him out. He should get not any of these prizes.
And Finley here for team 13 with a Star Wars pilot Lego figure. It's all good. It was a stuffed elephant. Just to be clear, it was not a real elephant. I would love a real elephant. I would hug it so much. Elephants are so smart and they remember everything. Like elephants, like they will like travel like hundreds of miles, but they'll remember like a certain spot. They even have burial grounds. They have their own cemeteries. Like, don't underrate elephants, man. Don't sleep on elephants.
Unless
What
there's
house
house
people
elephants,
from
you
those
could actually sleep on them.
ads.
That's true. You could actually sleep on them. James, what's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal?
Yeah.
It's a tough one. While I buy myself some time, I will say I still don't understand why the zoo in Toronto has raccoons. Okay, like they're like showing them off like it's like an animal that like needs to be seen, and I've never understood that.
So I've always wondered about the zoo raccoons. Like, do the city raccoons? Because I live right by the zoo, and there's raccoons all over this place. You think the city raccoons are like jealous of the zoo raccoons who are like, eating like all this like the caviar of raccoon food? It's like, man, that thing's eating like raccoon caviar, and I'm eating Karthik's trash. I don't know. It's like I wonder how they feel. Zoos, good time there. I know when we're talking about favorite animals. There's a few of our judges, both Lisa and Shelby, who are really, really into bears. So that's a big thing. Bears are cute. I like bears. A hack fan of bears.
A little bit.
What's your favorite bear?
I don't know that many bear types. No, I think grizzly bear. As long as it doesn't come near me, like I'm okay from like afar.
That's a fair deal. Swaggy P, what's your favorite bear?
Well, I've had a Winnie the Pooh hanging from my rearview mirror in my car for about 20 years, so I'd have to go with whatever kind of bear that is. Stuffed bear, I guess.
Winnie the Pooh is a bit of a star. The original Winnie the Pooh was Canadian. Did you know that? Was named after the city of Winnipeg.
Winnipeg, I think.
Yeah. So you're just learning all sorts of stuff. Also, there's an ape at the Toronto Zoo. His name is Charles, and he paid for the zoo enclosure for the apes himself. He made art and sold it. An ape can buy a home. I don't even own my own home.
Neither do I.
You're a fountain of information.
James, you still rent, right?
Yeah, I don't have my own home either.
Yeah, I don't have my own art business either. So,
and I'm also terrible at art, so I wouldn't be able to sell it even if I was making.
Oh, that is certain. I'm not selling anything that I'm doing. Mahak, you seem like you're probably good at art.
I wish I was. The day I learned how to draw people properly, like not stick figures, it's like over for everyone. I'm gonna become a famous artist.
I was gonna say, can we demonstrate your art skills? You want to sketch something for us and put it up on screen? But
I think I've embarrassed myself already with one TikTok dance, so that's enough showcasing from my half. I think Karthik, you should showcase your art.
Oh, I think what we can actually showcase now is
we've
some
seen
of
him
our
play the
teams.
recorder.
Because we've got something really cool in store for everyone. Because we know, I talked to a lot of the teams. They wanted to know what the other teams were working on, and no one really knew because everyone was so focused on what they were doing. So we've got this little video here of all 21 infographics that the teams made. So let's take a look at this, and we can just kind of chat over it as they play. As it gets ready, and some of these infographics were like just super phenomenal. And so let's take a look and see what the teams came up with. Team 1, the County Kids, look at this work where they actually identified a problem in Uganda and then took it over to Canada. Robo Bros, nice use of color. Feel free to jump in on anything that you see that strikes you, co-hosts.
infographics. Like, you wouldn't even need to buy it.
Wow. That is just so professional and gorgeous.
I love their color scheme.
I was just going to say the same thing. Good color scheme. Wow, that's well done.
Oh, I love how it's talking about growing and you see the chart ascending. Really nice visualization there with a modified pie chart.
Also, the color is great. Oh, wow.
I love the outer space theme.
Yeah, and very, like, just, like, original, I guess, layout. I love it.
Oh, this is really nice. How everything's broken up into sections. I feel this one gives you all the information, like at a very quick glance. I'm just blown away.
That is beautiful.
Looks like one of
I
the
marked
characters
I
in
really did
Infographics.
this one. Wow.
Oh, nice. Oh, that. Very well done.
Glasses. I love it.
Like how they
it's just overwhelming. It is just overwhelming what these teams have come up with. I don't know. I just, you you came into this event and we had these expectations of what was happening. We all said to ourselves, there's only 24 hours, so understand that there's only so much polish that could be applied. And then every time, first students just amaze us. And we had students as young as grade 8 that were putting together some of this stuff, and these teams were working collaboratively. Like, so James, talk a little bit about the experience as a mentor that you went through.
Well, so it was actually kind of interesting because when I saw the topic of education, like I even posted to my group immediately, and then you announced it to the entire Twitch chat, was that I was like, Shifa is going to be like your number one resource here, right? Like this is her area of expertise. And so like for me personally, I was like, I'm more software related. I work as a cloud engineer at Scotiabank. So I was like, I don't know exactly what teams are going to reach out to me because I don't know exactly what I can provide to them. And so it was great to see like how diverse everything was, because people were coming up with apps, people were coming up with databases, websites. So it like allowed me to be included as well, which I thought was great. And from my own team's perspective, actually, like they were so independent. It was almost like crazy. Like I only got on like 2 or 3 calls with them. Most of their like conversations were just amongst themselves, and they turned out like an amazing infographic. Their slideshow presentation was like incredible. And I was pretty much hands off most of the time with them, which was, I basically acted as a project manager where I just was like, hey, you guys know that like this needs to be done by 7:30 a.m. And they're like, yeah, we're going to submit it at this time. And so they were already even ahead of it. But my whole point was just make sure that they have everything that they need. And it was like very inspiring to see them do basically this whole thing on their own.
The whole process was inspiring. So we've talked a lot. I know we know everyone's been waiting very eagerly in chat. And we've already handed out the Scavenger Hunt Awards. We've already handed out the awards for the trivia, but now it's time for the big awards. So we will be back in just a second with our award videos. Just take a look at this little video. And we're back for the awards segment of the show. As you know, we have amazing tech prizes available. A special thanks to Mark Hardy and the team at SINEX Canada, Lenovo, Google, DJI, Amazon, NEC, Epson, HP, ViewSonic, and Roku for the incredible prize donations, which include Lenovo laptops, Google Pixel books, a DJI 4K camera, Amazon Echoes, big screen monitors, Roku sticks, and much more. So to help us find out who is going to be winning these awards, why don't we just introduce the people who decided on these awards. Starting first with our judges, Effie Rezkala, Public Sector Manager for Canada for SINEX Canada. Don Kahn, Senior Manager, Product Management and Business Development, SINEX Canada. Dr. Gilbert Lai, Project Manager and Technical Lead for the Autonomous Vehicle Research Studio and Advanced QU-ARC user at Quanser. And of course, we spoke of him earlier, Duvashin Rajagulasingham, Channel Manager for the GCC and India at Quanser Inc. And Jaylene Koszewski, our Judge Advisor, student at the University of Waterloo. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. Judges, thanks for doing everything. Actually, I'm going to ask Duvashin to unmute for just 1 second. And Duvashin, can you tell us a little bit about what this process was like?
It was eye-opening, to say the least, just to see the amount of work that these students have put in. Each one could have started a company. Like each individual team had something so unique to them. I love the integration with mentors. There was a lot of individuals that had reached out to different resources, but it was like nonstop, back-to-back-to-back amazingness.
That's great. And Effie, what were your thoughts about all of this?
It was very, very, very inspiring to see what the teams came up with. And I absolutely loved how innovative they were, how entrepreneurial they were, and getting their perspective on how to solve a problem that is so near and dear to their hearts. It was awe-inspiring, really.
That's fabulous. Dawn, this was your first time judging at a first event, correct?
Yeah.
How did you feel? How did you enjoy this?
I felt like, the teams really put a lot of thought and effort and obviously time into just their pitch, their product, their solution. Like, honestly, it was very motivating for me to now do more for the kids.
And Gilbert, you're kind of the veteran of the judging group here. Tell us about how difficult these decisions were.
Super difficult. Every single solution is well thought out. Business is solid, and of course the solutions are amazing. So it's very, very difficult job to be judging, but also very rewarding experience. We see a lot of initiatives. We see a lot of hard work that went into. In fact, we made suggestions. Maybe we'll give them more time next time.
And Jaylene, you were kind of helping coordinate this whole judging process, and you've been on the other side as a student in FRC for a long time, and now as a volunteer. What did you think about being on the other side of the events?
It was so interesting. I really enjoyed being able to see how different teams tackled the task at hand and how they presented it to us. Everyone came with a unique perspective and a unique way of presenting it. And normally I was a chairman's presenter when I was on an FRC team 772, and just to be able to see how other people tackle that problem was really interesting to see, and I enjoyed it a lot.
That's fabulous. So thank you so much to the judges, but now we're going to announce your handiwork. And so we were initially going to hand out 3 awards, but I guess it was so much competition, you wanted to hand out some honorable mentions, it seems. So we're first going to announce our 4 honorable mention winners, and they are teams 11, 16, 18, and 21. So congratulations to those 4 teams, and we're going to be having some prizes for you. So we'll follow up in Slack on how to get you all those prizes and all that information, but congratulations to those 4 teams. Now, for our originally scheduled awards, our first award is the Pitch Award, so presentation. This team captivated the judges with their energy and had an amazing presentation from beginning to end. They identified the problem well, articulated the solution, and compared it to competitors in their space. They prepared a business plan that would almost guarantee adoption. Finally, they targeted their audience with a professional presentation that was even personalized to their FRC team. Congratulations to team number 6, Pure Venus. And now for our next award, we're going to go into the solution of the product. So this is, the first award was for the pitch portion, what they demonstrated to the judges, but this is the whole process from identifying the problem, figuring out how to solve it, what the solution was, and taking it to market, and identifying feasibility, having some sort of demo, whether it be a proof of concept, whether it be a prototype. And it was really amazing to see the different things that teams came up with. Some teams had CAD models, some teams had interactive websites, some teams had outlines for apps, some teams had wireframes, just the huge scale. And I just think it shows the different skill sets that our teams all presented and how it all came together. So it was really nice to see. So this team identified a specific problem within education with literacy. They gamified a learning platform that allows students to be engaged in their classes and interact with their curriculum. They developed a demo that shows and defines translation tools, note-taking options, and accessibility for all types of learning, all learning styles. They even showed options to discuss with other students in analytics, so teachers, parents could all collaborate and figure out which stats were most important. Congratulations to team number 19, Team Litrify. And now for our overall winner. Again, the judges had a really hard time. There were so many great solutions, but this is one team who excelled in all areas, from the pitch to the product, the infographic to the demo. Every single area needed to be basically the top, and this team really found a way to impress the judges. With an e-learning platform, this team identified a problem with a lack of involvement within their education. They created a website where students take a quiz that will identify their learning style and will assist teachers in teaching their students within that style to be most effective. They had a comprehensive distribution plan and business plan to accompany the great idea that really stood out. Congratulations go to team number 5, Team Revolt Gals. And I can now announce that all 5 members of Team Revolt Gals are going to be getting a brand new laptop. So that's really exciting. Effie and Dawn, I think you two are familiar with the types of laptops they're getting through what you do at SYNNEX. Does one of you want to give like a little bit of an overview of what these girls should be expecting?
Yeah, sure. So for the Lenovo one, they're getting actually the new ThinkBook Plus. So this is a dual screen and it comes with an e-ink. A lot of our resellers don't even have it. So, you know, they're getting the latest and greatest technology.
That is absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much to SYNNEX for providing these for all of us. There's Google Pixel books in this. The best project was getting a set of monitors, and the best pitch is getting a whole set of various electronics, including Roku sticks, DJI cameras, so much good stuff. So thank you to our judges. And thank you for being here, for being a part of this and giving this enriching opportunity to students. And also thank you for having fun with this. We really appreciate it. We just love our first family always coming to support. So thank you for that. Mahak, what do you think of all this?
I think this is awesome. And every team was so deserving of an award. And I think this seriously was such a tough competition because each team came with such amazing ideas. But congratulations to all the teams who won. They totally deserve it. And I hope you have fun with your new electronics. And thank you to all our sponsors who donated these electronics. I know they're going to have a blast.
All right, we're getting ready to close things out, but we need to hear from someone very important. She's been one of the driving forces behind not just the STEMathon, but pretty much every effort you see that First Canada is doing. This woman is leading the charge. So please welcome to the stage the Director of Operations for First Canada, Arti Javeri.
Oh, thank you, Karthik. That was a very nice introduction. It's just not me, it's the whole team here that does so much together. But thank you, and wow, what a great event. What a great weekend. Congratulations to all the winners, but really everyone, every single one of you that actually took the time to come out and spend that weekend with us, the participants, the mentors, the judges, our sponsors, and there's so many that have actually contributed to the success of this weekend. And the students, I mean, you've done so much in this last weekend. You've come together in such a short time, putting up those amazing infographics, presentations, products, and solutions that you brought together to the table. So thank you for bringing that together and contributing towards what is really important, education, and really maybe what will make a difference in the future and what education might look like in the future. So thank you for giving us those presentations, pitches. It was just amazing to see all those different presentations up there. So while the STEMathon is the very first for us here at First Canada, this would not have really been possible without some very strong support and mentorship. And that I would really like to thank Karthik and Mehek for their efforts in this event. They've spent hours and hours and week-long time in terms of putting this event together for us, looking at a lot of back-end information to put this together. So Mehek even had her AP exam just 2 days ago. So thank you, Mehek. It's amazing how all of this has come together and has been an inspiration for us to learn from. I also want to thank our sponsors, Argosy Foundation and Enbridge. Without them, this wouldn't have happened. And SYNNEX Canada, who supplied all of these fantastic, amazing prizes for the teams. So thank you so much to them. So while STEMathon is new for us, the engagement and participation that we have done with our community is not. We hope all of you had fun. We hope we've inspired you. You've inspired us. But also, I hope you've made new connections. You've made new connections with mentors that you've met this weekend, with other team members from that you may have not met before. So I really hope you all had fun and enjoyed. And as we wrap these last few minutes, I really want to thank everyone once again for their enthusiastic participation, and sincerely our youth council members. They did so much this weekend. They stayed up. They had overnight schedules. They had overnight shifts. So really appreciate all the effort put by our youth council members, Aiden, Emily, Namera, Ishan, taking those shifts through the nights. Thank you for supporting the teams there. There is so much going on around us at this point, and a lot of things are happening, but let's put this as a positive and stay connected. Let's make sure that we all understand what's happening around us. It's new to everyone. Everybody's in this situation, and everybody's new to it. So let's see how we can all support each other, stand up for each other, keeping diversity, inclusivity, allyship in mind. I hope you've learned something about that this weekend. And we'll make through it. We'll all get through this if we stick together, and we can make a difference in this coming world. Thank you all, and hope to see you in the near future at some of our live events.
Thank you, Arti, so much for those wonderful words and everything you've done for these events. And yes, live events at some point, we will be back. Mahak, we're almost done. This is the end of the STEMathon. I'll admit, I'm a little bit sad because it was just like this rush of being with everyone again and connecting. So what are your final thoughts here?
Honestly, I think I had so much fun in the past 24 hours. This is the most action and energy I've got. Even though we weren't all together, I still felt everyone's positive energy and everything happening on Slack. I think a part of it really mimicked an FRC competition or any other events that we go to. So I just want to say thank you to everyone, and I really, really appreciate all the team's hard work that they put into this. They came up with some awesome solutions. This is great.
It's been fabulous, and Arti just said a lot of thank yous, but thank you again to our judges. I want to especially thank our mentors, and at our events we normally thank the mentors and we have everyone stand and clap, and these mentors deserve so much recognition because they could have been anywhere this weekend, but they decided to spend 24 hours straight, with a little bit of sleep, with all of you students and all of you, and they enjoyed it so much. Just seeing the mentor chat was just it was so much energy. So as a special thank you to all our mentors, we will be sending a First Canada beach towel and a First Canada blanket to every single one of you. So that's going to be a really nice treat right there. And so it's going to be, I'm saying this, I'm taking a throwback. I don't care if anyone's going to make fun of me. You can reenact the 90210 scene from season 3 when Dylan and Kelly fell asleep on the beach together, and Sophie B. Hawkins' As I Lay You Down was played. It was just a beautiful moment. So let's go to the beach. Let's put out our towels. Let's take our blankets. Let's have a good time. Thank you to DJ Nick for doing all the branded intros and transitions, all those crazy videos. Thank you again to Aiden for the reveal video and the entire youth council. The youth council was involved in a lot of different ways. Our 4 wonderful ones in Slack was just so amazing, but the scavenger hunt, the Kahoot, the Just Dance, and especially that inspiring EDI panel. To all the organizers, the First Canada staff, especially Kim Cooper, she likes to stay behind the scenes, but all these things happen because she really pushes us and she wants us to take risks, step out of our comfort zone and do new and exciting things for diverse audiences. So thank you, Kim, for doing all of that. And a special thank you to my co-host, Mahak. I've learned so much from you working with you for these weeks. And it's been such a cool experience for me. I knew you when you were an elementary robotics student, and seeing where you are now, it's so exciting. I can't wait to see where you go in the future. And I can't wait till we're bringing you back on panels like we do Erica Rossi. And then 20 years from now, when you're like Dr. Imogen Co, it's going to be exciting. So thank you, Mahak. And of course, thank you to all our teams for participating. You signed up for this. You didn't know what it was going to be. We didn't really know what it was going to be, but it turned out to be awesome. So thank you to the teams. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you to our community for being great. We miss you. I miss you. I miss events.
And thank you to Karthik for his amazing emceeing and hosting of this event. And he was behind a lot of the work that went into this, especially a lot of the ideas. spreadsheet master right here, along with Arti. They're pulling out docs from everywhere. And Kim, thank you all so much. I loved working with this team, so thank you.
Well, we love working with you, Mahak, and the entire youth council, and we're going to keep working with all of you, and we're going to have new youth council members soon to join up with that council. Everything is going to be great. Also, remember, stay tuned. Thursday, 8 p.m., 7 p.m., at some p.m., Thursday night, check First Canada's social media, the Chairman's Gala for Ontario. We're going to be announcing the 3 overall Ontario Provincial Championship Chairman's Award. Yeah, that's right. First Canada Live is coming back, and it's going to be good. We're going to have all sorts of stuff happening in the fall, but stay connected, stay safe, have a good time. We miss you, and remember your great professionalism. Bye, everyone.
But wait, Karthik, I just have one last question for you before you play your flute. You asked us a lot of questions about what's our favorite part about the STEMathon, but what's yours?
My favorite part of the STEMathon was seeing the connection between the mentors and the students. I thought it was, because at competitions, when we see the connection between mentors and students, they know each other. They've had a full season together, but to see a connection be forged in such a short period of time. And a lot of people say, well, why is FIRST so different than any other competition? But there's a culture that we all share that was influenced and set by Dr. Woody Flowers oh so long ago. And we follow up with gracious professionalism. And two people who may not know each other, but they know that they're both participants in FIRST, can have that sort of connection. And that's why we talk about the FIRST family and these deep sort of connections. So thank you for asking me. And remember, everyone, the connections you made today, hold on to them. Stay in contact. Add each other on LinkedIn, on social media, on TikTok, whatever it takes. Stay in touch, network, and do cool things. Thank you, everyone, and good night.